Lesson number 22, inna and its sisters. So inna is a special word in the Quran, and of course you read it time and time again, which is a word which means verily or indeed. It's actually used in Arabic for like emphasis as well. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses it throughout the Quran. So it's important that we understand how inna works, and also those words which are similar to inna in terms of its usage. So the reason why we've got these 4 words here is because they occur a lot in the Quran, and they have the same outcome when you use this in a sentence. So it's important we understand how this works. So let's start with the meaning firstly, which is indeed or verily, whichever fits better, verily, yeah. Anna, which means that. So that is a word that comes in the middle of a sentence. And then we've got ka'anna, which means as if, yeah, as if. And walakinna, which means however or but, yeah, however or but. And one thing you'll notice with all of these words is that the noon has a shadda on it. Inna, anna, ka'anna, lakinna. Yeah, lakinna has a softer version. What they call is lakin with a sakin, but it doesn't have the same impact on the sentence, although it means the same thing. Lakinna and lakin mean however and but. And sometimes you will find them with wow. Walakinna and walakin, and they actually mean the same. It doesn't mean and however, it just comes like this in Arabic. But let's leave walakin out of it because it doesn't have the same usage. I leave this in blue because sometimes it comes walakinna, sometimes it comes lakinna, and it means the same thing. Okay, so inna, annaka, anna, and walakinna. Now that we know what it means, let's take a look at a usage of it in the Quran. It says inna allaha, for example, ghafurur rahim. Surah 103 verse number 2. Surah 103 verse number 2. Surah al-Asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. Innal insana lafi khusr. We'll analyze it in a second. Indeed, man is in loss. Innal insan, man is in loss. Lafi khusr is innal insana. Indeed, man is in loss. La, and la is there for emphasis as well. So it says indeed, man. La, emphasis even more. Lafi is in khusr, is in loss. Let's take a look at anna of that, which is Surah Al-Baqarah, verse number 25. Surah number 2, verse number 25. In here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ أَنَّ لَهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ. Yes, وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ أَنَّ لَهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ. That give glad tidings, وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, to those who believe, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and do good deeds, أَنَّ لَهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ, that for them is Jannat, for them is gardens. Gardens basically means Jannah, yeah? كأن, if we go to Surah number 61, verse number 4, which is Surah Al-Saf, verse number 4. Surah 61, verse number 4. إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الَّذِينَ يُقَاتِلُونَ فِي سَبِيلِهِ صَفًّا كَأَنَّهُمْ بُنْيَانٌ مَرْصُوصٌ. We'll take a look at this. أَنَّهُم, it says here. كَأَنَّهُمْ بُنْيَانٌ مَرْصُوصٌ. That indeed Allah loves, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ, indeed Allah loves الَّذِينَ يُقَاتِلُونَ, those who fight فِي سَبِيلِهِ, in His cause, in His path, صَفًّا, in rows, كَأَنَّهُمْ بُنْيَانٌ مَرْصُوصٌ, if they were a solid structure. As if there were a solid structure, because of course battle back in those days used to happen in rows, right? You used to have rows of men and rows of men on the other side, and they used to charge at each other and fight. There used to be a solid row, like defense, for example. Yes, كأنهم بنيان مرصوص, as if they, whom is attached here, there. And then let's take a look at lakin, surah number 28, verse number 56. Surah number 28, verse number 56. Here, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Powerful verse. I believe it's in Surah Al-Qasas. Let me just double check that, please. Surah Al-Qasas. إنك لا تهدي. So إنك لا تهدي, you do not guide, لا تهدي من أحببت, who you want, who you love, sorry, لكن الله يهدي من يشاء. But however, Allah guides who He wills. So this is a good verse. We'll use this verse inshallah. But let's take a look at inna first. So inna can have any pronoun attached to it. That's, for example, we can have inna, and that means indeed we. Inna means indeed we. Inni means indeed I. Yeah, inni means indeed I. That's the wrong one. Inni means indeed I. Innaka, like we just done in this verse. Indeed you. Yeah, anything can be innaha, innakum, innahum. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Annaka, annahum, annakum, كأنها, كأنكم, ولكنكم, ولكن كأنهم, yeah, ولكنهم, لكننا. Anything can be attached to the end. However, ولكن or ولكن is not generally attached with the pronoun. There are some cases where it's attached to the pronoun, but very less. But these inna, anna, and ka'anna are attached with the pronoun. Definitely inna and anna is attached with pronouns all the time. So for example, annaka, 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 annahum. We done a verse, annahum. Example, what was that? It was Surah Al-Jinn. وَأَنَّهُمْ ظَنُّوا, وَأَنَّهُمْ ظَنُّوا, and that they think, they whom, وَأَنَّهُمْ ظَنُّوا, أَنَّهُمْ ظَنُّوا. We haven't done the verb ظَنُّوا yet. That means to think. وَأَنَّهُمْ ظَنُّوا. Yeah. So all of these can be attached with a pronoun. So we've already done pronouns, so we don't need to go through all of them. I'm just going to give one example for the benefit of everyone, inshallah. Yeah. Inna Allaha ghafurur rahim. So this is what happens with inna or any of its sisters. They're called sisters. Inna Allaha. The ism inna, this is called the ism inna. The word related to inna has a fatha. Has a fatha. Inna Allaha. And then the khabru inna, meaning the thing which is giving you information about. Indeed, Allah is wa ghafurur rahim. He is the most of forgiving and the beneficent, the merciful, basically. Yeah. Inna Allah ghafurur rahim. So any word which comes after inna, anna, ka'anna, lakinna, with a shadda, has a fatha after it, and it's always going to be a noun. It's always going to be an ism. So inshallah, that's all you need to know to understand this. You'll see usage in the Quran. Of course, we're going to go now in depth on these and use specific examples for the people on the course. So if you haven't enrolled, definitely click the link in the description and enroll, and we will go into more detailed.